Hey there, it's Jenny, and I am going to share with you today how I am planning in my A5-ish Hemlock and Oak planner. It's undated, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding the dates. Up in the upper left-hand corner, I'm just using the roller date stamp to fill in the week of section. And I was going to use these Ellie Studio stamps again to add the dates, but I decided to go through my extensive stash of stamps and I found these even older stamps that are super cute. I'm going to do a rainbow inspired week this week. However, this is still going to be incredibly functional. So basically, I'm just trying the rainbow color palette in order to change up the different sections of this weekly planner. I learned so much by using last week's planner that I'm very excited about this week because I have some ideas on how to maybe use it a little bit better or use the space a little bit better. The overall ideas, the headings, those types of things, they worked fine for me. So you can see that I'm just adding those dates across the top. I'm using this red Cherry Kisses ink from the Stamp Market. It's a beautiful red color, and I'm a big fan of the Stamp Market ink, so they're working out fine. I think this stamp set, the size is perfect for this date situation. I the outline, I'm still not sure if I love the outline factor, but in the end, when it all comes together, it looks perfectly fine. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I don't like it or anything. It's just, do I prefer something else? I don't know, maybe. It's definitely possible. Now I am cleaning my stamps using the stamp cleaner that I've been using for some time now. This is my second bottle that I purchased, and I do like it. It's really helping me keep them clean, less of a mess than usual, that kind of thing. But you don't have to use this system. You can use definitely a whole lot of different ways to clean your stamps. I'm going to now move on and I'm going to use the orange ink just to stamp email. I send a couple of emails for work each week, and that's, by the way, the basics of this planner as well as for basically keeping track of my work. I do add my schedule in the center since that sort of is part of keeping track of like when I can get things done. So I do like to have that there just as a something to remind me of those things. So now I'm going to stamp across the page video. I learned from last week I wanted to move this down a couple of the blocks. Now I did screw this one up. It ended up being lower than the others, which is kind of a bummer, but my stamp block had a really cloudy section on it, so I couldn't quite see through it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, and I know by the end when it's all filled in and that kind of stuff, I won't even care. So I am not stressing about it. All right, so now we're going to move on to the turquoise, and this is the schedule section. Again, I wanted to move this down ever so slightly from last week, just maybe a box or something, just to add a little bit more space in between. I prefer to have it all spaced out a little bit. So this is what I was talking about with the rainbow. So I have the red, the orange, the green, the blue. I'm going to use the yellow. I'm going to use my clean color dot marker to make the bullet points in this week. I will use the yellow for that as opposed to using a yellow ink to stamp. I actually have a beautiful VersaFine Clair yellow ink. It's beautiful. I just decided that I wanted all of these titles to stand out a little bit more, so that's why I skipped the yellow and we'll use it as the bullet points. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in posts right through here in purple. So cute. Just all is coming together so well. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I probably will move post down even more, like 2 more boxes next week, just to give myself a little bit more room in the schedule section when I have lots of things. But otherwise, this is great. Now I'm going to use this do by stamp, but I'm going to cut it in half first. So the stamp itself says do by. I don't need the word by. I probably don't need it ever, but if I do, I can stamp them right next to each other. So I just cut them apart, and so now the stamp just says do and the other one says bye. So it's pretty cool. Now I will also stamp the next week over here in the lower right hand corner, just so I can keep my mind on, oh yeah, I'm going to have that due next week, or something that's really big that's going on next week. now, instead of using bullets for bullet points from the clear dot marker, I will use the cute little video YouTube looking circles to make the bullet points throughout the video section, just so I can give myself an idea of what I'm going to post each day, and then I have a good idea of what I need to create and the work that needs to be done that's associated with that. I don't need to write that out here because remember, this is just an overview of the whole week. Now I'll do the same thing down at underneath post, but this is a different little icon. It just looks like a little Instagram camera. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. And then now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to start writing in all of the details that I already have. So they won't all be in here because I don't know them all yet. I haven't worked it all out, but the ones that I do, like in the schedule, I'll go ahead and I will write those in. Now the last thing that I'm going to do is I am going to add just one little decorative cluster in the upper right hand or left hand corner, I'm sorry, just for just one little sprig of decor. I don't need this to be crazy. I don't want there to be too much going on because the whole point is to keep this planner super functional and easy to use. However, I mean, a little bit of decor is fun. So first I'm going to clean off my stamp blocks because I need 3 different stamp blocks to add the decorations. And of course, I really actually only need one. I could just clean the stamps in between, but I want to keep it easy. And so we'll use this Everyday Explorer stamp set. It's really like um, abstract and so fun, and it's called Mixed Marks. And I will just layer a few of those together, and that is it. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.